Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel today for another video. In this one today, we're going to be doing kind of an unusual video, not one that really fits the theme of my channel, if you will, that much. However, after seeing this video, which you're now watching on your screen on YouTube, which is just a clip of Mizkif's stream from last night, there was basically a whole lot of drama and things that came out about people on Twitch last night that I wanted to talk about a little bit today, because I think it's a more serious topic that needs to get talked about more. But before we go ahead and jump into that, I do just have to say, like I do in every single one of my videos, look, 95% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. That's a really high percentage, even if I am a small channel, and I'd like that percentage to at least go down a little bit. Maybe you watch my videos on your recommended page, but you're just not subscribed yet. I don't know what the case is. No matter what it is, just scroll down, hit that red button, and turn it gray. It would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. As well as if you're interested in this original video that I'm watching in the background, it will be linked down below, so you can go watch the original, go show that one some support as well, if you are interested in that and seeing exactly what Mizkif is talking about. I'm gonna sum it up as best I can in the video, but you probably should go watch the original video so you can kind of get a stronger grasp on the whole situation. Now, basically, so last night, I was at work, ironically enough, away from the Twitch, YouTube world, the gaming world, anime world, whatever. I was just away from everything, doing my job, working. And then I came home and saw some things on Twitter. There was the first thing I actually saw about this was a tweet from the streamer Michaela, or Ka is, I believe, her Twitch name. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just saw it on Twitter, but she's also the girlfriend of the popular streamer Tyler1. If that gives you any idea, she's friends with a whole lot of streamers. So I knew about her. I don't watch her stream or anything, but I know of her. I've seen a lot of her tweets. They're pretty funny, and she's been an outspoken supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement, which I think is amazing, really great. You love seeing support for that. However, and again, if you don't know the situation, this is involving the streamer ForConnor and some logs of his that were leaked last night from Discord. This video, by the way, is called Mizkif Explains Why ForConnor is Never Allowed in His House Again. This is the video I saw this morning that kind of made me want to make the video after everything I saw last night. So I saw Michaela's tweet, and it was basically a twit longer about her apologizing for not speaking out against ForConnor. And that was like the title or something like that of a twit longer, and I was like, I wonder what this is all about, because from my knowledge, actually the night before this, even ForConnor was in some drama because he got in a fight with Trainwrecks about having some privilege, some streamer privilege, and it created this whole meme about him in a blanket. That's a whole nother topic for a different video, but so I was like, oh well, like what's this whole drama about? And I read her twit longer, and basically it was her apologizing for not speaking out against him being racist, and she included a screenshot of some logs that Connor was saying some extremely like racist things in Discord, and she was part of it, and instead of saying, hey, you shouldn't say that, she put like an emote and then like some dots, and that's basically all she said, and she was apologizing for not saying anything, and I was very confused. I was like, well, first off, like this Connor stuff that I saw is kind of disgusting because it was pretty racist. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was just him saying the N-word, and I say not that bad because it gets a lot worse. So it was just him saying the N-word and her not saying anything back. But this was like years and years ago. It was like, I believe like 4 years ago or something like that, or maybe 3, something along those lines in Discord. And she was basically saying like, maybe I should have said something at that time, but it was a long time ago. I was young. I messed up. Sorry, that kind of thing. And I was like, well, why is she apologizing? That's pretty stupid. And then I finally found basically everything that had come out, and it was all along the lines of ForConnor, lots of logs from Discord, like I said, being leaked about him saying some incredibly disgusting and racist and sexist things in Discord to people. I think it was all just to like people he knew, like his friends. It wasn't like he was not going out of his way to like, if a black person was in Discord, calling them a name or anything like that. It wasn't something along those lines. And if you are interested, if I remember, I will leave a link to that whole leak if you are interested in looking at it, because I will not be showing any of that on screen. I mean, it is incredibly disgusting in so many ways. A lot of the things that he says are extremely racist, extremely homophobic, transphobic, sexist, like anything that you could imagine under the sun, basically, that you would not want to see from somebody who has like a formal audience, like a streamer. Anything you don't want to see, he said, basically. And it's extremely upsetting and unsettling, to say the least. This video in the background is Mizkif coming on stream and kind of talking about it, because if you are unaware, ForConnor Connor was basically pretty close knit with Mizkif and his whole friend group in being people like him, Slick, S-Fan, people who live with Mizkif, that kind of stuff. Mizkif even invited For Connor to come and live at his house just one day ago, which is ironically funny. He went from living there for not even 24 hours to being, as you can see in the title, never allowed at his house again, which I definitely applaud Mizkif for. I think that is a pretty wise decision because, and Mizkif acknowledges it himself, there's a difference between like being edgy in the past and like being a little racist, and then like a couple years go by, you change, you realize how stupid you were, you know, maybe this stuff comes out and you say, okay, I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't have done that, I was just a stupid kid, I've changed a lot, etc., which, you know, happens a lot in the community. It's not unusual. I mean, look, we all grew up on like the Xbox Live days and that kind of stuff where you know what you heard and saw, and not saying that any of it was okay, I'm just saying we all grew up around it, we all said stupid things, did stupid things, etc., and for streamers like this, of course something was probably bound to come out, and even some stuff came out about Mizkif and he acknowledged it and was like, you know, I messed up, I was a stupid kid, but I've changed a lot, I don't do that anymore. But the issue with For Connor was not years old. I mean it was, in a sense. There were logs from years ago saying those nasty things, those disgustingly racist kind of things, but there was also logs from like 2020, like not even a year old kind of logs that said a lot of the same disgusting stuff. So that whole excuse of I'm not that person anymore, I've changed a lot, doesn't really work as well in that situation, because it's clear to pretty much everybody that you probably have not. I mean, there was no logs. I think the newest one was from like June 2020, and again saying just some disgusting things, which upsets me even more because like June of 2020 was already after a lot of that like Black Lives Matter, George Floyd stuff that happened last year, where a lot of people came to the realization that like there is an incredibly big systematic racism problem in this country, and a lot of people were trying to change it, and he was still going on saying a lot of those kind of things, and it was really just, and I've used this word a lot, but the best way to describe those logs is it really was disgusting. Like there's no defendability for that. Like the things he was saying were just absolutely just not okay in any way, shape, or form. But why am I talking about this? You know, I said it should be talked about more. Why is that? Well, the answer in short is because in general I think everybody's having what I think is probably the right response, in the fact that they're not going to support him anymore because he doesn't deserve it. Like it's just disgusting. And people like Mizkif saying you're just not allowed in my house. It doesn't matter if we were friends, or it doesn't matter if you say you've changed, etc. That stuff doesn't matter. What you said, it was recent. Like it wasn't a long time ago. I'm not okay with that. You are not allowed in my house, and I think that is absolutely the right thing to do in that scenario. However, it has sparked a whole nother side of things, which is the whole cancel culture around around For Connor, and just it made me want to talk about cancel culture a little bit in general, because I think while your heart might be in the right place with the whole like cancel him kind of idea, I really think it's less effective than everybody tends to realize. In fact, your whole cancel shtick that you want to do means nothing at the end of the day, because regardless of what you think will happen, the odds are, unless like Twitch bans him, which, you know, that's Twitch's decision, I can't say whether they will or not. I probably say they won't if I had to make a prediction. However, the only way to like truly like quote unquote cancel him would be if Twitch did it, because the thing is, as much as people will talk about doing it, what will happen, and what happens 99% of the time that people get quote unquote canceled, is their like viewership just only goes up, actually, because it's just directing more eyes to them. Maybe like say he has like an average of 600-700 viewers. For Connor does, I think that's around what he usually has, and then he gets quote unquote canceled, but Twitch doesn't ban him. Odds are his average viewership will actually go up to more towards like 800-900, maybe even 1,000, because people watch because they want to, I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe they want to put in his chat that he like fuck him, or maybe it's because they want to see what kind of people are still supporting like a piece of shit like that. Whatever the scenario scenario maybe, even if it's not to like be supportive of him, they end up watching him more. And it's not just him, this is just in cancel culture in general. It just doesn't work like that. Like, you don't just cancel somebody and their viewership disappears, you know, something comes out about them being like racist or something and their whole career ends. That's just not how it works. The only time that works is if like Twitch banned them. I mean, look at like Alinity. Everybody hated Alinity for a long time, for, to be quite honest, not that much of a reason, but like everybody was trying to cancel her and stuff. And what happened to her all that time? Her viewership just kept going up and up and up and up because she wasn't gonna get banned or anything. So that's just what happens with it. So my response to all of those kind of people who, while your heart is in the right place and you might be like on the same track as me in the thought process that you're having and saying he's a piece of shit, look, cancel culture just doesn't work. The only thing that is truly gonna work is if you just never watch his shit again, never talk about him again, never support him again. That's how you effectively quote unquote cancel somebody, is not by talking about them more and saying cancel them. It's by just not mentioning their name anymore, by saying you are a piece of shit and you will be shown zero support from me or people I know, period. And that's it. That's where you leave it. You don't say anything more than that. Doesn't matter what their response is, anything like that. You're just done with it. And I think that's the approach people should have more often than what it is now, because the response that a lot of people has now, it's just not really effective at the end of the day. That's basically what I wanted to talk about a little bit, because like I said, what he said and what he did was disgusting and not okay. However, I just think, not that everybody's response is wrong or anything, I just think it could be better, because right now all that's happening for him is I've seen 10 videos on YouTube about it. He's all over live stream fails on Reddit. You know, like his name is only getting out there more and more and more, which is like not what you want. Which, I mean, hey, I'm a little bit hypocritical of, because I'm making a video about it, but in my defense, I'm making a video because I think the problem is a lot deeper than just him, and I wanted to talk about the problem in general more than I wanted to talk about him as a person. Because as a person, like I said, I don't support him. I really never have, if I'm going to be 100% honest, but I never will. I'm never going to talk about him again, and I'm never going to give him any attention that he desperately wanted. And I think that's the only thing we can do as people who are a part of this community. I think that's what we should and what we can do. And just one last thing before I end the video. Hey, for Connor, if you ever by some odd chance watch this video, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Anyway though, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did like it, please go ahead and leave a like. If you are new around here, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications when I post more videos just like this. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later, and I post new videos every single day, so you're bound to find one that you enjoy at some point. And they're usually not as serious and straightforward as this. They're usually a lot more fun and enjoyable, so go ahead and check those videos out if this is your first video of mine that you're seeing. Either way though, guys, I appreciate you. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.